Hey everybody, last time, well not last time, but a few times ago we were talking about doing these shock tower braces. So I had cleaned up a piece of black pipe on the lathe. We used a pipe bender and bent it, and then heated up the ends with a torch to form this shape to clear the manifold. Now it's going to clear fine. And at this point I've got to heat these up, do a little smithing, and bend these edges down so that when I weld this, it's going to be a nice solid weld all the way around. Max is currently doing a school event, so he may dub over some of this with his voice, which is fine with me. Like I say, I'm not the recording person, but I'm going to throw a shot at it so you guys can have some content. I will bring you back after I've formed one and show you some close-ups of what it's going to look like. I don't know if this helps any of you, but you'll see that we get the clearance we need. And I've done another one for the other side. So I've also bolted these down so they can't move, so that when we weld it, we're going to tack it here in place, probably keep it cool, weld a little more, keep it cool, weld a little more, because once I move this, heat will try to flex things, and I want this to be able to be lifted off there and put back on later. So I will get to doing a little bit of that smithing, and I'll get back with you in a few seconds. Alright everybody, I'm over at the vise. I don't have an anvil. I do have a hammer and I have a torch. On my torch I have a rosebud tip. For those of you who don't know what that is, it spreads the heat out. Instead of being a centrally located spot like a cutting head, this one flares out kind of like a turkey fryer. But it'll spread the heat out quickly so that I can heat this edge and tamp it over. Then I'll switch it around the vise, heat it up again, tamp it over, walk it over, dry fit it, make sure it's doing what I want it to do, and so on. I'll just show you a little bit of it, and then I'll show you the after effect once it's there. So you'll notice this will heat up metal very quickly. It'll spread out the heat so it's not in one spot. Sorry, just sparked it out. Try that again. Oh, and by the way, this is acetylene. That's why it's making so much smoke. I just got to get too close. I'm going to hold it up on a slight angle because I don't feel like burning my vise. But all of a sudden you're going to see this thing turn red. The idea being is I want to keep this one area because this will be softer that way, easier to bend. It's also how I squish the ends together. And you're going to see that start glowing here any second now. And you can probably see it starting to glow now. I just want to heat just this one spot. That'll make it softer than the other spot. It should bend over a lot easier that way. Nice and warm. Give it a few taps. If you can see that now, it's starting to take a curve. So we'll shut this off. Let that cool off. It's a good idea to have a bucket of water around for something like this, but I got a pretty long piece of pipe, so I'm going to bring it over there and just lay it down and see how it fits. If it's starting to take the contour, then I'll do the same thing to the other side. This shouldn't take too much longer. So I'm just going to lay it on here. And it'll be clamped there. Yeah, see how that edge is bending down now? I want to keep doing that until I form it around that curve that's on top, like right here. So back to the torch. Now I won't torture you, pun intended, in watching this whole process. I'll just show you the end result. So there you go. All right, everybody. This is what it turned out like. You know, forgive my welds. They're not the greatest, but I weld for strength, not for show. Basically now this thing can be dropped right on there, and it will be the new brakes. I'll try to show you here real quick. It matches up to the 3 bolts over there. We can get it on there. drop on that side and it'll drop on this side. And of course I'm gonna do some grinding on it, clean it up, get it painted so it'll look like it's supposed to be this way. There, that side's on. Like I said, I could have bought one for about $400, but I thought, you know what? I kind of like to make this myself. See if I can do it anyways. Yeah, perfect fit. And those bolts line right up. Boom, boom, boom. All those line up. And it will do the job. So, could have taken you through every step of it, but I think it would have been pretty boring. Like I say, Max can fill in any gaps that I left in the video with information. Alright, so this should show you that if you put your mind to it, you guys can build your own stuff too. I know it's easier to purchase things from other people, but like I told Max for years, another human being built it, you can build it too. So sometimes it just takes the tools. So until next time, we'll get some more stuff down on the car and we'll update you. Thanks again. Remember, subscribe, tell a friend.